He saw a shadow moving outside the window and wanted to investigate, but something unexpected happened. The family was still chatting away, but only his wife noticed the shattered glass and the broken corner of the window above them. She didn't quite grasp what had happened, but her older brother sitting across from her sensed something was wrong. When everyone turned to look, they saw an arrow embedded in the man's forehead, though no one knew when it had struck. As the man fell to the ground, pierced by the arrow, the entire family snapped out of their conversation. Some screamed in shock, others quickly searched for cover, and some collapsed to the floor, weak in the knees. The man's wife crouched by him, checking for a pulse, but it was clear he was already gone. At that moment, another arrow shot through the air, and it hit home. Everyone realized the killer was right outside the door. This wasn't the time for grief or panic. They needed to act fast, or they might end up buried with the man. The killer then targeted another victim. The husband had just tried to pull his wife to safety when an arrow struck him in the back. The shooter, having lost sight of the target through the window, began to shoot wildly inside. Realizing the danger, Mary quickly crawled under the table and dragged her confused family to the ground. As someone was seriously injured, they quickly tried to call for emergency help, but when they checked their phones, they discovered there was no network connection. The experienced second brother explained, "The killer likely used a jammer to block our communication signals." Just then, another arrow shot through the air and embedded itself into the family photo on the wall. The women in the room screamed in terror. Staying in the living room was clearly a death sentence. The family decided to hide in a corner of the room. The killer, momentarily distracted, missed his chance to shoot. Mary realized the killer had become more cautious, so she grabbed a nearby chair to protect herself. As expected, the killer continued to target them. Although they had temporarily evaded danger, the man's wounds were too severe. Without immediate medical attention, he wouldn't survive the blood loss for long.